Rightio.
Okay.
And we're back for another episode of A Slice of Fried Gold.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, I'm Paddy.
I'm Ben.
If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you like and you share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Ring that notification bell. And leave us a little comment on the topics of today's discussions.
Mm-hmm.
If you're following us on Spotify, give us a 5-star review and comment on the question down below.
It's so crazy that you have to all do that nowadays. Like, you know, I remember original YouTube where you didn't have to do all that, but whereas now it's like, subscribe, comment, share, notification bell. You have to lift off so many things. It's crazy now.
I know, and that's the thing, because I'm struggle to remember it all. It's like, I've got to have a routine. I try and follow the little thing that I put up on the here.
So you're picturing it in your head.
Yeah, I'm just like, right, it goes like, and then it says subscribe, then it goes notification. But yeah, so yeah, if everybody could do that, we'd very much appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely.
How are you, Ben?
I am well. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good.
I had the final stage of my tattoo sleeve today.
Uh-huh.
So it's a rather sore leg. However, I'm very happy and I'm glad it's done. I'm very satisfied with it.
Good. Because, you know, no one ever wants a tattoo and then once they get it, they're like, I hate it.
Wow, exactly. I'm glad I waited. I'm glad that
it's not the first time you said that.
That was because of choice more than anything. But yeah, but I'm glad I found this guy, and because I've been taught that man is in flip flops and a dressing gown, and yeah,
if he wants to be in a flip flop and a dressing gown, let him.
I didn't think it was that cold out there. It's quite warm.
It is quite warm.
But anyway, yeah. So I'm glad I found this guy to do my tattoo. I'm very, very happy with it. So I was going to talk to you.
Oh, I thought you were going to slag off the person who's done all your other tattoos then.
No.
Be like, I'm so glad I waited to find him. I was waiting.
No.
Slagging him off. And that would have been hilarious because, you know, then you would have probably got enough to come and go, well, you're not good.
No, I love all my tattoos.
Good.
And many.
At least you do.
Well, I don't care that you don't.
No, that's not why.
No, it's what you were implying.
Of course, yeah.
But anyway. Yeah. So, funny thing happened at work.
Okay.
We had a customer kicking off at another customer.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So, it was Father's Day the other day.
Yep.
And obviously we were really busy anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And basically lunch ran into dinner. We still had like people at like dinner that were there from lunch because we were just so busy. It was just like ridiculous.
Right.
We were still serving lunch at like 5:30 and dinner starts at 6, and we were just like, whoa. But then there was this lady that come in by herself, older lady. She came in, she booked her table last minute, called up about an hour before, and of course the table for one on Father's Day is pretty much easy because we have the occasional table for two because everybody wants tables of 8 and 10 and everything. So we got this lady in.
Mm-hmm.
And she was sitting on, we've been in, you know where the booth seating is by the bar?
Yes.
She was sitting on the one of the tables right next to the door with her back to the window.
Right,
looking at the bar. Hats off to her. She ordered a bottle of wine to herself. Okay, so, but it was a bit weird because she was she had a big silver cross on and she was dressed all in black and had not like goth, but she almost maybe in mourning.
Okay. Maybe she was.
She might have been. We don't really know.
Maybe she was mourning the lack of father.
Maybe the lack of daddy in her life.
You know, it's normally me that says the crude things.
I know. I'm just keeping it fresh.
Okay. So you're not trying to usurp me.
No. I'm just being amusing.
Okay.
So she polished off about 3/4 of this wine.
Uh-huh.
And we was getting towards dinner, and we needed the table back soon.
Mm-hmm.
And we was just clearing a couple of bits, and she was just like, I'm just going to finish this and head off. And when she did that, she was holding the glass of wine that she had. So we thought, right, she's going to drink that and offer pop and take the rest of the bottle home. No. She then decided to pour more wine, and she implied that she was going to finish the bottle and then go home. She started, which was fine, but you need to drink quick.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, she started like muttering under her breath.
Right.
And then she started like swearing under her breath. But there was like nobody else around. And we were like, that's weird. But where we live, we get weirdos. So that's fine. We get the random people. So we kind of tried not to think too much of it.
Okay.
We had regular customers come in for dinner. And they're not fussed where they sit, but we obviously try and put them on nice seats. So we put them on like a table near her because it was nice and it was like a corner table and couples like corner tables. And then apparently...
Wait, why do couples like corner tables?
Because
you're a very single person here.
Because I don't know what it is, okay? The Divergent.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what it is, but some couples are obsessed about sitting next to each other as opposed to opposite and looking at each other. I assume it's to fondle each other under the table. Probably is. But it's the thing. We have people will book tables online and ask for like corner seating because they like to sit like next to each other. I know. For the Spotify viewers, listeners, Ben is putting a very disgusted face right now. I'm very disgusted.
And then I'll message you at 2 o'clock in the morning. Why am I single?
I'm so lonely.
That's why, Ben.
Yeah.
You don't want to do all the canoodling or the PDA and here, taste some of my food. No, this is my food.
No, if you want another dessert, I will order you another dessert.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. Don't have my dessert.
No.
You want 3 desserts? I'll buy you 3 desserts.
Yeah.
This is my dessert.
Yeah.
Okay? But anyway, we progress back to the story. So this woman then started like muttering and swearing under her breath again. By this time, I was supposed to have been finished.
Right.
And I was out the back having my dinner. And then my restaurant manager, the one with child, she came and get me, and she was just like, "Paddy, I know you've finished, but that woman is starting to kick off to our nice customers, and she's swearing at them." And I was just like, "Oh, okay." It was like, got my big boy pants out. I was just like, they were coming through. We're like, we've moved them, and they were like, we really don't know what's going on, but she's just swearing at everybody and like the other people. And I was just like, it's fine, I'll handle it. And I was just like, is everything okay? Are you all right? Just a couple of complaints. Is something the matter? She's like, I'm not complaining about anything. There's no matter here. Is there a problem? I said, well, there must be because people are concerned, and I've been called to come and talk to you. Are you okay? What's the matter? She goes, I've spent £50 here today. I think I can do as I please. I said, I don't care how much money you spend at all. I mean, it's about decorum. And she was just like,
No.
What?
Did you really use the word decorum?
Of course I did.
I was about to say, Paddy, I'm so proud of you.
I can't think of that. I had half a pint and a roast dinner. Okay, and my mind was on other things. I wanted to finish my lunch.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then she was just like, well, is there an issue? I said, well, if you're starting an issue, then I'll finish the issue. That I did say. Because I was starting to get irate. I was like, Ben would have been proud. So
no.
Like,
in my mind, I've already completely diverged off what you've done. But carry on. I'll tell you what I would have done.
I know you probably would have done something. But I was just trying to be polite because obviously she clearly was going through something. But eventually she was just like, I'm just going to finish my wine and leave. And I was like, I appreciate that. We do need the tables back. And you've been here for nearly 3 hours. I was like, it's fine, but, it's Father's Day. There's people here trying to enjoy their dinners and their lunches, and you're starting to cause an issue. I've got no issue with you finishing your wine, but finish it quickly and leave. Right. And then she was just like, well, I'm not going to be spoken to like that. And I said, well, I'm tough. I'm speaking to you like that because you're causing an issue now, and you're making me angry. And of course, and like I said to you, I'd start work at like 7:30 that morning, and this was like 7 o'clock at night. So I was tired. So I was just having none of it. But I was just like, and then I stood at the bar and stared at her until she finished her drink. And then she got up and left.
Wait. How did you stare?
Oh, I did like my mum's stare. You know that my
I know a mum stare, but you could have done a crazy eye stare.
Well, no, I was gonna do that, was I?
They kind of stare out. I'm gonna rip your skin off and wear it as a suit. Yeah, that kind of stare.
Yeah.
That would have worked.
Yeah, but then I should have probably pulled out like some weird wicker thing. but yeah, so she left, and I started talking to like the customers that moved,
Yes.
and they were just like, they said it was like the way she was talking, it was like she was talking to somebody that's not there, and so
she was chatting to Witchfinder General.
Well, either that, or she obviously, like we said earlier, coming full circle with the story, she was wearing black, so we might think she was been talking to maybe like ex-husband or father, and maybe the drink just got to her head, and she just started like, or not even realizing that she was like swearing kind of out loud and getting irate. But it's just awkward.
Do you know what it was? If she's wearing all black and there's a big cross on her chest,
yeah,
she's been to a séance to go talk to her dad on Father's Day.
Possibly.
And they've not closed the séance properly, and Daddy Dearest has followed her, and he's at the pub with her. You've amounted to nothing. Look at you sitting on your own on Father's Day drinking
a full bottle of wine. I might add.
Like, Irene, how could you? We taught you better. We taught you how to be proper, and look at you, sitting in this pub like the whore you are.
The charlatan.
Oh, we taught you better than this, you scarlet woman. Anyway, right. Now is your time to guess. How do you think I would have handled that?
Oh, I don't even know. I'm not even going to bother guessing. You tell me. Just tell me.
So, I'd have initially started it off as you would have.
Yeah.
Like, is there any problem? We've had a few concerns words about you. And when she goes, well, I've spent 50 quid here, I'm just going to finish my wine bottle off and then leave, I'd have sat down and poured myself a glass. I go, cool, bitch, let's do it. Let's finish this bottle of wine off. And then when she's like, excuse me, I'm like, yeah, and? What are you going to do? Let's finish this bottle of wine off.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think sitting down and having a glass of wine would have probably helped.
No, come on. She's obviously spiraling. Let's go down the rabbit hole. We're all here for a therapy session. Everyone now wants to know what the fuck's going on. Couple in the corner who are having a cute little date. They are not having a date anymore. They want to know the gossip. They want to know. We all want to know the gossip. So what's going on, bitch?
Jesus.
That would have got her out of there quickly.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, would have had everyone not on her side, but wanting to know what was happening. Everyone.
I played it just cool and left.
Yeah.
Without saying a word.
Yeah. The whole restaurant would have been like, right, shush, I want to hear. Because I don't know about you, but whenever anyone's at a restaurant and having a bit of a domestic, I'm listening in.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm listening in. I'm taking sides.
Oh, if I hear a domestic outside my house, I open the window quietly. I'm just like, yeah, bitch, you tell him.
It's like those TikToks where they find out someone's having a domestic and they take the Hoover outside, don't they?
It's exactly like that. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
But yeah, that's how I would have turned it. I would have been like, right, bitch, you want a spiral? We're all involved now.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Come on.
Let's commit.
You are on the stage. That is what you wanted. Because if you didn't want a stage, you wouldn't have sat there mumbling.
Yeah.
But you mumbled. Let's do it. That's how I would have handled it.
Yeah.
I would have basically made it so awkward for her that she would have left.
She'd have fucking loved it.
I
reckon she'd have loved it.
Possibly, especially if you, girlfriend, let's do this.
Tell me, queen.
Come on, you boss bitch. With your big ass crossed over your tits. Come on.
In black. I love it. It's fair.
Yes, little black number. Come on. Can you tell I've watched Queer Eye recently?
Oh, I know. I'm so glad you have. I love it when you watch Queer Eye because you become more camp from it. I love it. Oh dear.
Terrible.
Right. So that was my little story of the week.
Okay.
I don't think you've got any stories.
I've had a very boring week. Nothing has happened at all.
That's fine, but because I've had a couple of boring weeks, so I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, I mean it's valid, fair comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
My turn for a boring week.
Yeah.
So
in that case, we should probably talk film.
Let's talk film.
So we've just been to see No Hard Feelings.
Yes.
Starring Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes.
future Mrs. Paddy South.
I like your optimism.
Yeah, so do I. We're about to go to America, mate.
In California.
I know. We're gonna be staying in the hills, mate. That's where they live.
We're staying in Monterey, and Santa Barbara, where all the celebrities live.
Yeah. Oh, I've already been. I know where I'm going, man.
You've already got all their addresses, haven't you?
No.
Knock on one of the doors and like, who are you? I'm like, never mind. I'll just move on to Scarlett Johansson. Thank you very much for your time. I know you too well, Paddy.
Scarlett, yeah. But anyway, so do you want to do first thoughts?
Yeah, I'll do my first thoughts.
You go.
I mean, it was a rom-com. The trailer kind of tells you what you're expecting, and it delivered.
Yep.
It's not the greatest rom-com in the world. It's not the greatest comedy in the world. It got a few chuckles out of me, but it wasn't a constant, beginning to end, rip-snortingly, tummy-aching laugh. Yeah. It had its quiet moments, and it had its funny moments.
Yeah.
But, the quiet moments were really done well, and the funny moments were really done well.
Yeah.
Props to whoever that kid is who acted alongside Jennifer Lawrence, because Jennifer Lawrence, she's good at comedy. She's a really good actress. She's a really good actress, and I think a lot of people sleep on her because she's just from the Hunger Games and just from X-Men. No, she's a decent actress. She can go when she wants to, and he kept up with her.
Yeah. He was great.
So yeah, it's a decent film done well, and I would highly recommend people to go watch it. Not saying it's the best film ever, but if you look, we want to go to the cinema but we're not sure what to watch, go watch this. It's an easy watch, that's done well.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
I'm like, do I talk about the cinematography? Because it's like it's a comedy, it's a rom-com. No one's going to take the cinematography, seriously.
Well, I was going to bring this up a bit later, but since you brought it up,
okay.
I felt there was. I don't know if it was because we were in the screen that we were in or whatever. But did it seem to you like when like the title came up on the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Did it seem like the words didn't kind of? It seemed like they had like a colour edging to it. It seemed like it hadn't been like edited properly.
I didn't notice that at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
But I noticed that at the end on the credits. On the end credits, I noticed it. Yes.
Well, I noticed that on the thing. So on the end credits and the main title, I wondered. I didn't know if it was our screen. It might have just been our screen.
Possibly. I mean, that screen. The last time I was in that screen, the speakers on the left-hand side didn't work.
Oh, really?
And I can't remember what I was watching. It was a film I'd gone to see without you.
Oh, okay.
And of course, everything's done in stereo, so half the stuff you couldn't hear, and you're like, well, this is wasted on me. And I don't. And it's not like their best screen, but I think it's their biggest one apart from their IMAX screen.
Yeah.
So whenever they're sort of like doing a unlimited screening or something like that, they're going to put it into that screen, I think.
Yeah. That could be the case.
But yeah, so you noticed something a bit weird
with that. But overall, I think it was like cinematography wise, it was a pretty film. Nice scenic shots and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, overall, I thought it was a good film. I thought it was a bit slow to start with. I think it was one of those classic cases where I think a lot of the good jokes were in the trailer.
Yeah.
Which I did even say to you the other week when I said I really hope that's not the case. But when it started getting to like the halfway part and I realised it was more of like, I knew it was a comedy romance, but I think it's more romance comedy.
Yeah. When
it got to that bit, I started really liking it. I liked how like the two leads, Jennifer and our man, I liked their chemistry. I thought they were very good together. I think everything worked really well. I think the supporting cast was great as well.
Yeah.
Obviously Matthew Broderick and everybody else. They were all really good. I think it was a good film. Like you said, it's definitely one that it's like one of those movies that you've had a really shit day and you just want to go home and like stick a film on, have a few giggles and not have to really concentrate. I think it's like one of them. Especially if you're like in a relationship as well.
Yeah.
Nothing that we would know about.
No. I could see couples watching this together.
And actually, if you were being in like a heterosexual relationship, a straight guy and like a guy and a woman would be happy. The guy would be happy to watch it.
Yeah.
There you go. I've got the words out eventually.
It's because 9 times out of 10, if you've got a straight couple and the woman's like, oh, let's watch a rom-com, most times the guy's like, oh.
Exactly.
I think this is the kind of rom-com that they could go, yeah, okay. They would happily sit down and watch it. It's not a bad rom-com.
And then but then she'd go, it's only because Jennifer Lawrence is in it.
You fancy her, don't you? You don't love me. You love her.
Oh my God, man, you don't understand that.
Hey, I'll tell you what though.
What?
This film had a beautiful example of gaslighting in it.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, that was. They should rename this film Gaslighting 101. You know, but it did, as you said, when it hit that halfway mark and it flipped from more comedy into romance, I got the warm fuzzies.
Yeah, I did.
You get the warm fuzzies over everything.
I know, it's because I'm a warm and fuzzy man. But no, I do think it was a good film, and like I said, to be fair, I don't know if I am disappointed that it didn't have more comedy in it. I did want some more comedy, but overall, I did think it was a good film.
Yeah, I will second that. More comedy would have made it better. Yeah, but for what it is, decent film.
Yeah, definitely. Go watch it.
Go watch it. Yeah.
Go watch it. Support
now,
it.
with a question relating to the film.
Yeah.
So, of course, the film revolves around the whole she's a lot older than him and everything.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I like where you're going with this, Benjamin.
Well, you might not like it, your parents might not like it, but hey, my parents don't watch this, so I'm asking it.
No.
What would be the cut-off point for you, age gap-wise?
I have to be really careful.
You do? This is why I love it, because you now have to proper think and panic because your parents watch this.
It's not even that. I think it depends.
I've never known you so uncomfortable before.
I'm channeling my inner politician and trying to find the most fucking stupid answer I can think of. I think. Are you talking about relationship or are you talking about fun time?
Yes.
Fun time.
Both.
Fun time. I've got no issue with 10, 12 years older than me.
Okay.
I mean, Mum, turn the sound off and skip words. Because like when I was younger, I obviously slept with a couple of older women.
You did?
And so there was a bit of a gap between them. Really trying to be political. But I think relationship-wise, for me, personally now, especially like I'm going into like, middle age, which is 30.
30 is not middle age.
I know, I'm just winding you up.
Come on,
you're days away.
I am days away. In fact, what? I'm 10 days away.
You are 10 days away.
Because what is it? They're like, oh yeah, 60 is the new 40.
Absolutely not. But yeah, no, I think for me, like proper long-term relationship.
Yeah.
Which, as you well know, that's what I'm after anyway.
So ladies, apply down below.
Yeah. Leave us a comment below. I'm due a haircut. That's why I look ratty. Don't worry.
I don't think they can see your hair.
But relationship-wise, I think 5 years either side, 6 years either side.
Yeah.
I think also it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Because you might meet somebody that's like 8 years older than you, and then, or like even 9 years older than you, and you think, well, actually, we've got a lot in common or whatever, so I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I think it all depends on the person. But same to you, because I've just had to answer that. So, same to you.
Yeah, but the funny thing is I'm going to say this with no shame whatsoever.
I know.
It's nice and easy. For relationships, 9 years older than me.
Yep.
And only 5 years younger than me. Because, of course, anything past that younger-wise, we're getting into predatory territory. And I'm not about that.
Fair enough. No more.
You know, as I get older, of course, that 5 can change.
Yeah.
You know, that can change, but it'll never sort of go younger than that because, once again, starting to get into predatory territory.
Yeah.
Sex-wise, I couldn't care less about age. Once again, apart from not too young.
Yeah, obviously.
Isn't it? You know, for me, it's more about their experiences, about you know, knowing what they want, knowing what they like, knowing what they enjoy. Because this is the thing. sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Snell. I will never sleep with a virgin.
You said that before.
Yeah, I don't think your parents have ever heard me say that before.
You said it in the podcast the other week.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were talking about that guy that wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh,
believe me, this is all word vomit. I say it and instantly forget about what I said.
I know you did.
It's terrible. But yeah, I would never sleep with a virgin. So generally, as people get older, they tend to have more experiences. So yeah.
I don't dispute that. There is. Do you know about the math equation that's supposed to be like the correct thing for like how low you can go, basically?
For age?
Yeah.
Isn't it supposed to be
half
half your age plus 7 or something like that?
I'm not going to do it now because I think that's what it is.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's half your age plus 7 or something like that.
So that would take me to 21 and a half.
Yeah.
Which I think is okay.
Yeah, after that you're getting predatory.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, for me, in a relationship, 9 years older than me or 5 years younger than me, and then fun times, I don't care. As long as they've got some experience and know what they want.
Yeah.
You know. See? Comfortable. Nice and easy.
I think so. I'm glad you are.
The reason I would say 9 years like older than me is not because I'm like, they're old.
Yeah.
But like I think that's enough time that there's a sort of a generational gap. So like this, because there was one time when I was going on a few dates with a guy who turned out to be 11 years older than me, and I had to sort of say to him, sorry, but it's too much. And he was like, why? And I was like, because you're going to be wanting to retire and settle down whilst I'm still in the height of my career.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to want to retire and fly off to the Maldives or to the Canaries and everything, and I'm still going to be stuck in the office working. And he's like, oh, but what if I stay at home with you and waiting for you? And it's like, so you then ruin your life for me? You know, it's like, no, because I would not expect, like, I wouldn't want you to do that for me, and I wouldn't want you know, and vice versa kind of thing. So that has always been sort of my limit.
That's fair. Basically. Yeah. That got deep.
That did get deep. Right at the end.
We need a joke.
There you go, there's your joke. That got deep.
Oh dear. Right. Let's do final thoughts.
I mean, boss bitch sitting on her own on Father's Day drinking a bottle of wine, because it's really hard to sit in a restaurant on your own.
Yeah.
It's really so, like, props to her, but at the same time, bitch, take your demons elsewhere.
Yeah. Don't upset happy couples because you're not unhappy.
Exactly.
If everybody did that, me and Ben would be upsetting a lot of people all
We'd
the time.
be arrested for throwing tins at people.
Yeah, we would.
Why do they get to be happy?
I want to be happy too.
We'd be arrested for throwing tins at people.
Oh dear.
Why tins? I don't know, but tins.
Yeah. Ben had a boring week.
I did.
No Hard Feelings was a good film.
It was good.
A good rom-com.
Yeah.
Good rom-com.
Decent film. Go watch it. Go as a couple. Little date. Little something to giggle at.
Good day night movie.
Yeah. And then get the warm fuzzies to then go home.
Yeah. And then get the warm fuzzies. Oh, Christ. Oh, dear.
And age is but a number.
Age is but a number. Do what you want to do, people.
Yeah.
You know?
And with that, comment below. Have you seen No Hard Feelings? What were your opinions?
Yep. Have you been a boss bitch and necked a bottle of wine in a restaurant and then started swearing at people?
If you have,
please let us know. What are your age limits?
Yeah.
Tell us. Let us know. It would be interesting to see what other people's opinions are on that.
Definitely.
And for that brings this week's episode to a close.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for joining us. Make sure you give us a good review, like, comment, subscribe on channel, ring the notification bell and everything else.
And share with your friends.
Share with your friends, tell them you found this wicked podcast, and they should listen to it.
Yes.
We'd appreciate it. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.